Well, this is John Black, Super Chemist. Let me set my timer. JBSC. I'm gonna get into the swearing thing, man. People don't understand why people don't like swearing because it makes no sense whatsoever. And if you even ask a Christian, they'll admit it. It doesn't make any sense, but that's what we do. I know, I understand. But this is where swearing comes into place, okay? How it was invented, okay? You had aristocrats, okay? Which is just a fancy word for rich elite, okay? You have the rich elites, and they lived up in their castles, and they lived up with their maids and their slaves, and then you have the poor people down at the bottom who are shoveling shit in their barns so that uh, picking their crops in their whatever in their fields, right? Uh, and these rich elite pieces of crap thought that they were better than the poor, crass, poor people that are a different race than them, a different species than them, a different. They're not people. You know, these poor people. They aren't actual people like the rich elite people are. Those are real people. Those are real humans. Okay, so they have that mindset, and the way that they one of the many ways that they would distinguish themselves as better was by using certain words. Like they would use words like feces, but the poor crass piece of garbage, the secondhand citizen, isn't even considered a citizen. He's more of an animal. He would use the word shit. You know what I mean? The uh, elite rich piece of garbage up in their castle that thinks that they're better than everybody, they would say words like sex or fornicate, and the people in the garbage that they say that is garbage because they're poor, uh, they would say like fuck, and that's where swearing comes from. It's basically just a racist, discriminatory way that the rich elite pieces of garbage can tell the poor people how terrible we are and how better they are than we are. And that is where swearing originates, and that's where it is today, because that's how people use, that's what swearing is about. It's about a Christian, right, that thinks they're better than you, that they think that they're so much better than you that they can limit your freedom of speech, and that they can take your freedom of speech and take it and throw it into the garbage because they deem that word to be offensive. Even though it's not even part of their Bible. The Bible says nothing of, the only thing you're not allowed to say that's considered cursing or swearing in the Bible is saying damned. That's why they call it cursing, because only God has the ability to curse something. So you can't use the word damn, because you're saying, when you say damn something, you're saying that you're cursing it. And only God has the right to do that. And the other one is using Jesus Christ's name or God's name in vain. You know, like you stub your toe, you're like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Well, using that Jesus Christ in that way is considered swearing or cursing. Other than those two things, there is nothing in the Bible that makes a word bad. You know, not hell, not shit, not fuck, not nothing. Only damn, and not because it's a bad word. It's because it's the action of damning something that you're not allowed to do. You know what I mean? It has nothing to do. It's not that the word is bad. You're just not allowed to have that power to damn things. And it's the same way with the Jesus Christ. It's not that Jesus Christ is a bad word, right? That's the name of your Savior, right? If you're a Christian. So it's not the word is bad. It's just the way you're using it is bad, okay? So there is no swearing in the Bible. And every Christian will admit that. But yet they still gotta tell everyone what to do. You know, what they're, like my kids were allowed to swear. I don't know. They weren't allowed to swear in school, and they weren't allowed to swear in like church or whatever if they were in the church. It's just disrespectful or whatever. Because I'm not saying Christians, you know, if you don't want to swear, don't swear, man. If you don't want people swearing at your church, hey, I agree. It's your church. You know, don't go to church if you don't, you know, if you're going to go with the beliefs of the people that are already there. But if I'm at Walmart and I swear, I don't give a fuck if your kid is nearby or not, or if no kids, it's just all adults. I don't give a fuck either way. It's my fucking right to sit and talk to any way I want. And for you to tell me that you're better than me, and then I have to disregard reality and try and that a certain word is bad to say just because the word is the word, not the way you use it. You know what I mean? Just because the word is the word. No, you don't have the right actually to do that, even though you think you do. Okay, because you think you're aristocrat. You know, like my mother, I don't do that anymore. I tell everyone I'm with now, I don't care if you're Christian or not, you do not limit my fucking speech. You don't like my fucking speech, you fucking get the fuck away from me, okay? I don't limit your speech. I don't tell you how to talk. And especially when you're telling me stupid, ludicrous stuff. I'm too old to hear this ludicrous stuff that, I know what a synonym is. Don't fucking try to tell me that the synonym has... some synonyms are bad and some are not. A synonym means they're the same exact thing. Don't fucking tell me otherwise, okay? Because I will punch you in the face if I have to hear it too many times. I'll tell you that right now. I wouldn't be right to punch you in the face, but I'm getting at that point because I cannot stand the ludicrous idiocy of the. I'm glad I'm dying soon. That's one of the things because I don't have to put up with this insanity, this fucking crazy insanity. Where I have to go outside. If I don't say the sky is green, then everyone will hate me. Because I have to disregard reality to survive in this world. I can't take it anymore. I can't take it. That's why my whole life I've dug a fucking hole. I've crawled into that hole and just waited there to die so that I don't have to fucking hear this stupid fucking shit that humans say anymore. And so I've had no life. And when I do crawl out of my hole, because I'm always depressed about it, just fuck everything up in life. But that's why Christians, and so if you're one of them people out there, if you don't know why, like my people, I know, I tell them, they don't understand, they still don't understand that you are being a racist, aristocrat piece of shit telling me and an American, because a pastafarian is very American, but the way an American should be, not the way American people think they should be today. People don't even know what people think that immigration is Americanism. That's not Americanism. Never once has immigration been Americanism. Okay? Okay. Yeah, we started out as immigrants. So did every other country in the whole entire fucking world, man. But, you know. But you're just being a horrible person when you do that. I don't care if your child is there. Why don't you teach your child that synonyms mean the same word? So if you say poop and you say shit, they mean the same thing. Maybe that's why kids are so stupid. They don't even know what a synonym is. And they think if they could just arbitrarily name words that offend them and then everyone else has to follow along. Yeah, now you Christians don't like it though, now that it's the pronouns, huh? You can't stand it when you get the same thing back in your face. When they say, well, I'm just offended by that. I'm offended by that pronoun. I want you to use this pronoun. What do you say? Do you say, oh, I understand exactly what you mean because I'm offended when people say shit, even though poop and shit is the same exact word. I'm still offended by it. There's no reasoning or anything about it. It's just I want to control over you. I want to force you to know that I'm better than you. But no, Christians don't say that. Christians say, I don't understand what you're doing. I'm not offended by that pronoun. I don't want to disbelieve reality. But you don't mind making me disbelieve reality that synonyms aren't the same goddamn word with the same fucking meaning. Huh? You just like to push people down and step on them and tell them how better you are. You're just so fragile and so because you're so elite and you're so great. And you're just, your ears can't handle these words that I'm saying. They're the same exact words you're saying. They're synonyms. That is one thing my entire life I've had to deal with is you aristocrat elites. And you people that are middle class and all act like yins aren't elites. These are the elites too, okay? I'm the one who's been poor all my life, okay? People making 50 grand a year, making 5 times as much as me every year. They make as much in a month as I make in a year. These people act like they are an elite at peace. And if you're not elite, then why are you telling everyone? Why are you trying to control my freedom of speech that supposedly God gave it to me at birth? Right? These freedoms that are given to me as a United States American were given to me as at birth by God. But you seem to think that you can come in and disobey what God and our country says, that you have the right to tell me that you're offended by a word so I can't use it. And oh, God forbid I say it in front of your child. Oh, my. You know what makes me sick? Is I want you to think about this, because I've thought about this my entire life. All the times that you Christian freaks got up and you said, oh, you can't say that word. That's a swear word. Oh, my God. And yes, you rally and you fight for that. That's the only thing. That's what's funny. That's the only thing Christians fight for. Do you see them fighting for our country? No. They're cowards. They're cowards to fight for our country. They'll have a little girl that's 12 years old going through puberty, and she's in a girl's locker room with a boy who just thinks that he's a girl. He might be a girl in his brain, but that doesn't make any difference. He's still biologically, or she is still biologically male. That doesn't change that fact. And does a Christian dad stand up for his little girl? Does he stand up and say, hey, yeah, I get it. The trans kid has got a female brain, but he's got a male body, man. I don't want my little girl to have to deal with that in the little girl's locker room. You think a Christian would stand up for that? No, but I guarantee you, having a little boy showing his dick to your little girl in the locker room is okay. He won't say a word. He'll put his head down and cower like a coward. But let you say fuck, or let you say shit, or let you say damn in front of the little girl. Oh my. He'll get a baseball bat, try to beat you in the head with it. He'll chase you down the road. He will chase you down the road. My whole point is that every Christian just took all that energy, because that's the only energy they put into anything when they stand up to fight for what they stand for. That's the only thing that they do fight for, is to limit your freedom to say swear words that are basically synonyms to other words that mean the same exact thing. I lost my train of thought, man, but I think it's so classist, racist, whatever, when people want to limit my speech because they're offended, and they won't tell you why they're offended. You can ask I've asked 100 Christians, well, why are you offended by the word shit if you're not offended by the word poop? I don't know. I just know it's wrong. And that would be fine. That would be fine with me. If you think it's wrong, that's great. Where I have a problem is that you want me to go along with it. Yeah, just like the pronouns. You don't mind the pronouns, right? You just don't want to be forced to do it yourself.